And so let's do a focus wheel about this. A focus wheel is just a process where you put a circle in the middle of a page and you just write a series of statements around it. And the reason that we encourage you to write it is because it's a stronger point of focus. You don't have to write it, but we've noticed as we watch you that when you are writing, you are usually less contradicted in your energy than when you're just picking thoughts out of the air, or even when you are speaking. And so the thing that makes the focus wheel work is this. It is a process where you make a statement of belief that already matches your desire. Now let's go back to something we said earlier. The formula for creating anything is identify what it is that you want, identify the desire, and then achieve a vibrational match with it. The focus wheel is the best tool we know of to help you to do that, because the desire here is very clear, but your vibration in the moment is not a vibrational match to it. So as you begin to make some statements that are more general and therefore more pure, and you hold the general statement for as little as 17 seconds, then what happens is law of attraction begins to work with you. In other words, if you can find just a little piece of something that matches. Now, we've noticed that you're always, or nearly always, much more pure when you make a general statement than when you make a specific statement. In other words, it is more, feel the difference in these two statements. I want financial well-being, and I know that it is coming. Now, that's a very general statement, isn't it? As opposed to, I want financial well-being, I want my income to double by the end of the year. Now, that was a much more specific statement, but for most of you it would be a more contradicted statement, because unless you already have the means by which your income will double, there's probably enough doubt or disbelief mixed in with your desire that the statement is not as pure. Where when you step back into the more general statement, where there are less specifics to contradict it, now you are in pure vibration. And the trick is to step back into the more general, more pure statement, hold that statement for as little as 17 seconds, and then let law of attraction bring you a more specific and a more specific and a more specific, until by the end of your focus wheel, which is 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, you can do it as long as you want, but usually 2 or 3 minutes. By the end of that 2 or 3 minutes, you are now vibrationally in harmony with your desire on a more specific level. You get the sense of how it works?
Yes.
Now, once a desire is sort of building within you, you know what your subject of the focus wheel is, but you don't write it right in the beginning, because sometimes by making that very clear statement of desire, you're too specific and you just sort of mess the whole thing up. So instead, you just sort of hold in your heart generally what you're wanting, and then you begin tiptoeing in with some gentle, general statement.